you guys? Welcome back to my bookish world. I'm Alex, and today I am here to do my 5-star predictions update. I did a video like this. I did a 5-star predictions last year for 2019. And here I am updating you how I felt about these books that I had on my list. I will go ahead and link that video up above. And don't forget to check out my 5-star predictions for 2020. So yeah, let's get into it. So the first book that I said I was thinking that I would give 5 stars because it seemed like everybody was Girls of Paper and Fire by Tosh and Nunn. I actually gave this 4 stars. Which doesn't mean that I obviously didn't enjoy it. I really did. It just wasn't something that I absolutely adored. But I still think that this series has quite a bit of potential to turn into a 5-star series. So yeah. And then the next book that I had on my list was On the Come Up by Abijah Tosh. And I would like to announce I did give this a 5 stars. I adored this book. I just think that Abijah Tosh is such a talented author, a writer, and I'm really excited to read more of it. I'm really excited to see the movie because I can't wait. But yeah, I really adored this and 5 stars. My dog is insane. The next book that I had on my list was Renegades by Marissa Meyer. This was actually a DNF. I think I got about 50 pages into it, and that's a sticky note that doesn't need to be in there, and I just could not get into it. I was bored. This might be something that I pick up in the future. It's just that big books like this have been really intimidating to me lately, and I haven't had as much interest in them, just because I feel like I'm so busy with school. I like something that's fast-paced, and a lot of the times books like these are not fast-paced. They are pretty slow-paced, at least towards the beginning, so it definitely takes a lot of motivation for me to get into them, and I just was not a fan. The next book that I had on here was Heretics Anonymous by Katie Henry. I gave this one 4 stars. I did really enjoy it. It just was not my absolute favorite. I do think that this book is it's wonderful, so I recommend it. And I'm excited to read more from this author because I do think that she has a lot of potential. This was her debut novel, so I'm sure one day I will love this. And like I said, a 4 stars is not a bad rating at all. It means that I enjoyed it. I just did not have a love for it. Does that make sense? I don't know if that makes sense. Oops. The next book that I had on here was The Archive by Victoria Schwab. I also DNF'd this. I think I got not very far in, and I realized that it was a book that it was going to take me quite a while to get into, and I DNF'd it. This is probably going to be something that I pick up in the future when I have the time to read a 5-page paper. I have to write a 5-page paper right now. When I have the energy and the time to read a book that is big and that takes some getting into. And that is actually the same case with the next book, which is The Dark Days Club by Allison Goodman. I really thought I would love this book. I still think I would. It's dark. I'm nervous because it is a historical fiction. But yeah, I DNF'd this. It was not something that I found myself being easy to get into. And I really got to be careful with books like this because books that have historical fiction, I'm just not really into historical fiction. And even though I think this has some magic in it, and it's possible that I could really love it, it just takes me some time to get past the historical aspect. So I think I will pick this up in the future, just going to put it down for now. Then the next book was Vengeful by V.E. Schwab. I think that's what she was by with her adult books. And I did not get to this one. This is still one that I definitely plan to pick up in the future. I just did not have time to get to it. So yeah, that's really all I have. Number 8 was Wondersmith by Jessica Townsend. I also DNF'd this. I remembered that I did like Nevermore, but not to the point that I was just like absolutely head over heels in love with it. So I DNF'd it. It just wasn't something that I really wanted to spend my time on. I liked Nevermore well enough. Okay, I'm sorry about that, but it just, yeah, it's something that I decided that I just didn't want to spend my time on. And then the last book was The Diviners by Libba Bray. I also DNF'd this. I think, again, it has to do with the size of it. I just don't feel like I have the motivation to read books of that size and that take that much getting used to. Plus, the historical setting kind of makes me nervous, so in the future, I will probably pick this up, but it will be from the library, and it won't be for a while because I'm busy with school. So yeah. So that's it for this video. As you can see, I did not do too great at my 5-star predictions. Hopefully I do better for the coming year. But that's it for now. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. Let me know a book that you thought you were going to absolutely love, but maybe you just didn't love it as much. And yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye!